Hi, my name's Jennifer. Thanks for tuning in again. This is my second episode of my sewing journey. Today we are going to dive into the box of clothing I've had sitting around my studio for a while. I have this cool ruffly hippie skirt that I'm going to make a little more fitting and add some decorative details. So I'm excited to start that. But first, I just wanted to share my morning rituals that I do to help keep me grounded every day. And I find that if I start my day earlier, I'm more productive. Today, I started out with my coffee and some journaling, and I like to sit out here on my porch bed. I find that being in nature and listening to the birds and watching the sun come up just is a really nice way to start the day. And then I moved into some movement. I like to move my body every day. Something fun and different. Today I did some primal movements with yoga to prep for my jiu-jitsu class tonight. I have spread my wings from fiber arts to martial arts, and it's been a very humbling and fun experience. And then I went on a little solo roller skating jam. I put my earbuds in and just skate, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm excited to get to work today and get started on this project, and I hope you follow me along. All right, here we go. Here's the skirt we'll be working with. We're going to add a fun, detailed waistband. I really like mixing different textures and prints together. This is a pattern I made from a pair of pants. It creates a nice flattering front waistband. We're going to fold the fabric and cut on the fold. Next, I'll even out the top of the skirt. I'm going to cut at a slight angle going down in the front to create that V look. Did not have a back waistband pattern, so I'm going to measure the skirt, and we will create a channel for the elastic to go in the back that attaches to the front waistband. Measure your front panel so we can get the correct measurements for the back panel where the elastic will go. I cut the back channel for the elastic with the stripes going horizontally instead of vertically like the front, just to add a little depth and detail. Next, we will want to mimic the angle at the hips as the front panel has, so fold the back panel in half, lay the front panel on top, and copy that angle on the edges. We'll make it fit nicely on the hips. Here's the fabric we'll use for the applique. I'm just matching up where I want to place it on the front panel. To create the applique, I like to use this heat and bound paper. It makes it much easier to put the applique on, keeps it in place, and also cutting it out, it makes it stable and easier to cut and no frayed edges. Find your placement of the applique, peel off the back layer, and iron your applique on. Now we'll add a decorative stitch all the way around the applique. This part can be a bit tedious, but just take your time. I do like to serge all the raw edges. It just creates more stability and a cleaner look on the inside. Now we will pin our elastic into the back channel of the waistband. I like to clip the center mark so I know where the center is. For the elastic measurement, take your waist measurement, divide it by 2, and also minus 1.5 inches, and that will be your elastic for the back of the waistband. Pin your elastic just below the center mark on each side. Tack your elastic down with a couple back and forth stitches to secure it. Now we will attach the front waistband to the back waistband, front sides together, pin them. Now we will stitch the front panel to the back panel using a straight stitch on both sides. Pin your waistband together so all edges are even. The next step, we will stitch the elastic down the back. I accidentally left that step out, I'm sorry, but I did put 3 stitches down the elastic just to add that extra little detail. Now it's time to attach the waistband to the skirt. So flip your waistband inside out, and you can place your skirt through the waistband and pin all the way around, trying to get it nice and even. Stitch your waistband to the skirt with a straight stitch going all the way around. I did cut my back of the waistband a little too short, so I did have to put a couple little pleats in the skirt to attach the waistband, but it wasn't noticeable because the skirt is full and flowy. Take your skirt to the ironing board and press that seam down flat. Now we will do a top stitch on that seam we just did around the waistband. I like to add a cute little decorative stitch, just adds more detail. For the finishing touch, I like to add my custom clothing label. I'll have another video to show you how to make these. And voila, here's your custom festival skirt, definitely dance worthy. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for more.